everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. So we are going to do a Halloween project today. We're going to make a coffin. So this isn't really a DIY. This is more like, this is how I would do it. You do it the way you want to, but let me show you how we're getting started. So I'm using this box right here. This is what my good guy doll came in, and we're gonna get all the stickers off and everything, and then we're going to use some poster board to kind of make my template. And the poster board isn't as long as the box is, but I will just add, you know, my own down there, or I can just, well, we'll work it out. So now I peeled like the stickers and stuff that were on the main part of the box, the front and back, and like little jabs like this and here. I'm not going to worry about because, well, that one's probably going to end up getting cut off, but it just all kind of lends itself to the look. Now what I need to do is I need to measure it. So it's hard to do this with one hand. So hold on. Here. So, stop it, you two. Quit it. Knock it off.
Dana. Okay.
She's so mean. Okay, so we got here about 31.5 inches. So I'll just... measure across this way. It's about 11.5 inches. And then I want, let's see, so 31.5 inches. So then we kind of want to decide where we want the, you know, where it kind of comes out. And we're going to draw our, I want it a little lower than that. But, okay, so now I have my measurements of what the box is starting off. And so I'm going to take this and start working on my template. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw half of it after I find a ruler to make sure it's going to be the same on both sides. Did I already cut this? Is it not? Oh, okay. So I've drawn it on here, and we're going to cut it out. And, well, we're going to cut two of them out. We're going to cut it out on this side, and then on the other side, so we have a front and a back. And then we're going to piece it together. So now we're just going to start cutting this out. And I'm using an X-Acto knife, like a box cutter, actually, because they're better for cutting cardboard.
You're pretty good at cutting boxes.
Yeah. Hence the name.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm done cutting the main part out, I'm going to go where, like right there, just to show you the example, I'm going to cut flaps out, and the flaps are going to help hold it together once I get it all glued up. So I have a ream of copy paper, and I'm going to go ahead and get it cut into strips for my paper mache. I prefer using copy paper to newsprint or newspaper because when it dries up, it's a little harder, a little more sturdy, in my opinion. I just wanted to show off for a second. I got this wonderful trimmer at a yard sale for $1. God, probably about, what do you think, Eric, 10 years ago? Yep. And this is one of my best yard sale purchases ever. So now I have my two pieces cut out for my coffin. And they're not perfect, but they're going to be shaped and covered with the paper mache. But now I was looking for dowels and I couldn't find dowels this length, and I need all of them to be the exact same length. So I'm using glue sticks, and we're going to take the glue sticks and connect the top to the bottom or the front to the back. And we're going to use several glue sticks all the way around it. To hold the position, so it'll be, you know, like we'll put one here, 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 just to start shaping it up. Brian is helping. Brian loves it when I sit on the floor with him. He thinks that means it's me and Brian time. Right, Brian? Right, baby? Such a good boy. Such a sweet boy, Brian. Okay, so I have my bones in place. And don't worry, that's all going to be covered up. We're going to add the paper mache. You know, it's going to dry up nice and hard. So now I'm going to just kind of go all the way around it with strips of masking tape, just to give the paper mache something to rest on when I put it over the sides. So this is just some flour and water. And to make it super sturdy, you can also add some Elmer's glue to this. And I'm just making small batches of my paper mache. Just, you know, it's better to work with small batches at a time. And I'm just going to keep adding water till I get a little bit thinner consistency than this. I want it a little on the thicker side since I'm working with some areas that don't have support. If it's too thin, it might cave in. So we want it to be a little bit thicker, but thinner than what I have right here. This is about the right consistency right here. It's just a tiny bit thicker than what you would normally see, just a tiny bit. Okay, I'm gonna work with this on my lap for a minute, just while I work on one side of this. Because it does go all the way around, we're gonna have to work one side at a time. So we're gonna take our paper strips. Everybody knows how paper mache is done. Dip it and get it covered. And then we just start covering our project with it. And this is going to take me a while, so I'll be doing this. I should take it outside and do it, but bugs like to bite me, so. Okay, so my first layer is done, and we're gonna ignore my dirty shoes over there. We're gonna wait for this to dry. We're gonna flip it, do the other side, and, you know, work on the sides. I got the sides a little bit, but not a whole lot. I just want to work a little bit at a time on the sides because I just don't want it to collapse. And I don't think it will, but I want to keep my eye on it. And it looks like I might have to touch up some of these spots with a little bit of the flour mixture. But other than that, all we got to do is wait for this to dry. And you can see it's going to be kind of transparent, but it doesn't matter because we're going to be painting it with black. And once it dries, you may not see anything. We may do 2 or 3 layers. I haven't decided yet. We're just going to see what happens. So I have the coffin painted, and we just have a little spot right here that we need to dry. So I got this cross to kind of decorate it with, and we're going to paint it. I've got glorious gold, and I have, oh, that's an antique bronze and a gray. So what I think I'm going to do first is I'm going to paint it with, let's do the antique bronze and see how that looks. Okay, so that's the first layer. I think I'm going to put a second layer of paint on it. I'm not going to do any detailing on this or anything. I might, well, I'll just see what it looks like at the end, but I'm not going to do a lot of details. I'm just going to paint it and then hot glue it onto the coffin. So while I'm waiting for this paint to dry, I took my hot glue gun and I glued these little skulls together. I call it my sculpture. Sculpture. Get it? Sculpture. I'm lame, I know. But that's for my dollhouse. I'm going to put that in my dollhouse. Oh, I just got paint on it. But anyway. Good times. Okay, so we got this painted. And I'm not really going to do much more to it. And then we're just going to glue it right here. Okay, so here it is. And sorry, everything's a mess because I've been working on this. So look at this. I got a vacuum. What is that? Oh, that's just a piece of mulch. Okay. So there it is. So I was thinking of taking some spider web and kind of putting it around there. I was kind of even thinking of cutting the side and have an arm come out of it, like hey, I want to, you know. What do y'all think of that? Well, I won't know what you think until the video's done. But anyway, here I am so far. I'm getting ready to do the finishing touches, and then I will put it on display. There it is. It's done. I was going to try and hang it on the wall, but I couldn't make it work. It's very lightweight. It's extremely lightweight. But it's all done. I'll put my fluffy pillow over here. So there it is. It's our dog's, one of our dog's water bowls. So there we go. I don't know how I feel about the cobwebs, but we're going to leave them on there for right now. I mean, if I sit it there long enough, it'll grow. It'll get cobwebs, but that is a joke, Eric. Okay, well, that's it for the coffin. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye!